Hello, my name is Hannah Hanft, and today I'm going to be going over my report for increased support staffing and dining room efficiency. Many restaurants suffer from lack of adequate staffing. Wait staff are on the front lines of any restaurant, and without proper staffing procedures, the performance of any restaurant will suffer. Today on the agenda, we're going to go over the need. This is due to decreased staff productivity, increased staff turnover, poor customer experience, and decreased company revenue. We will also discuss my project description, my budget, conclusion, and then time for questions. So the first problem is decreased staff productivity. And in an industry in which there is so much personal interaction between staff and guests, it is very important that staff appear amiable and engaging. However, with high stress levels, constant pressure, and too much responsibility, it makes staff appear rushed, unfriendly, or indifferent to their guests' experience. Workers who are unhappy are up to 20% less productive than contented staff. In addition, contented sales staff directly correlates to increased company revenue. When it comes to salespeople, happiness has an even greater impact, raising sales by 37%. The next problem is increased staff turnover. Overworked and stressed workers are likely to look for work elsewhere, increasing staff turnover. High staff turnover increases stress on managers who have to train them and on other staff members who have to accommodate to working with new, inexperienced staff. High staff turnover also means that the restaurant will be run by workers who are less qualified and experienced. This will cost the restaurant because you will have to be regularly training new staff, and new staff are also more likely to make mistakes, costing your restaurant further. In addition, poor customer experience. An attentive, thoughtful, and detail-oriented waiter can make all the difference to a guest's experience. So when staff are stressed, guests will not enjoy their experience because their needs will not be adequately met. Mistakes in food orders will upset guests and also put additional stress on line cooks who have to quickly prepare a corrected order. Poor customer experience can also result from employees who are disengaged from their jobs. After all, disengaged workers have a 60% higher rate of general errors. Lastly, decreased company revenue. Unfriendly waitstaff will cause guests to spend less time at your establishment, thereby decreasing the amount of money that they spend. They are also less likely to return to the restaurant or to recommend it to their friends. Word of mouth is a huge source of advertisement for restaurants, and so it is very important that customers will want to come back and visit again. Repeat guests can account for about 1/3 of the revenue that a restaurant brings in. If guests decide to dine once and decide not to return, your restaurant has lost a substantial amount of revenue. Increasing customer retention rates by 5% increases profits by 25 to 95%. So, what is this project? This project description details the transition to a more streamlined protocol for staffing. This report will include the equipment needed, personnel involved, and a timetable of activities being implemented, including an evaluation phase. We strive to integrate new support staff to the team. We will purchase additional equipment and offer informational sessions and training opportunities to the current and new staff. This is some of the equipment that we would recommend purchasing. We have tray stands and trays. These allow for dining room service to be more streamlined, to have these placed throughout the restaurant. So how will this project description work? The most effective way to increase staff morale and foster a positive work environment is to increase wait staff support and provide materials for streamlining the steps of service. This entails just making a few adjustments to the current staffing protocol, which includes integrating new staff to the team. Increased support staff will decrease the workload on wait staff, so we would recommend hiring more bussers, food runners, and drink runners. We would also recommend clear staff responsibilities and delegated side work. And as I showed on the previous slide, increasing trays and tray stands will further enable smooth service. So how does it solve the problem? Implementation of this project will increase staffing, enables the staff to focus on guests' needs, and improves the overall efficiency and accuracy of wait staff. Also, delegated roles will ensure that all tasks will be done in a timely manner. Streamlining dining room service will increase company revenue by providing guests with streamlined and timely service, and it will decrease the workload and therefore lessen servers' errors. This is the budget. As you can see, we have $2,000 for advertising costs. This is for hiring new positions. $1,000 for supplies cost for trays and tray stands. $5,000 for payroll costs of hiring new staff. $3,000 for training time for new staff. And $25,000 for project manager, bringing the total to $36,000. In conclusion, implementing this project will improve staff morale, streamline dining room service, increase restaurant staff productivity, and increase company revenue. Implementing new staff procedures in a fast-paced restaurant is a daunting task. It will require cooperation of staff to create a solid team effort. I am eager to work with you to develop a staffing protocol that will best fit the needs of your restaurant. It is my goal to ensure you, our staff and guests, a smooth transition. These are the references that I used to cite my sources. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much.